Chapter 1 Word Order. Word order within a phrase. The English language is described as a fixed word order language. The English language is described as a fixed word order language. Such a label might superficially seem to imply that there is inflexibility in the way in which words are ordered in a sentence. It's important, therefore, to understand exactly what is meant by the term. It can be examined on two different hierarchical levels of language structure: within a phrase, within a sentence. Word order within the phrase refers to the ordering of the words that make up this particular group. At this hierarchical level, word order is indeed fixed, and that elements making up the phrase consistently follow the same order. For example, adjectives in English that qualify a noun must be placed before the noun, as phrase from the King of Capri, from noun referring to as the king, show, his favorite food, a big backyard, clean clothes, fresh bread, the front step. Holiday offers the following pattern which shows the inflexibility of the word order of a noun phrase. Word order in a noun phrase. This, deictic, demonstrative adjective. 2, numerative, splendid first, epithet, hold second, epithet, electric, classifier, train, thing. So, deictic, numerative, first epithet, second epithet, classifier, thing. These two splendid old electric trains. Holiday uses functional terms and its description deictic for the demonstrative adjective these, epithet, and classifier for the adjectives splendid, old, and electric. Thing for the noun trains. The order shown in Elodie's example of the possible elements of a noun phrase cannot be changed in English and is therefore fixed. We can see that any change in this order produces a grammatically incorrect sentence. It's impossible to disregard this fixed word order and write 2 splendid order electric trains. No. These 2 splendid electric old trains. No. These electric 2 splendid old trains. No. These splendid old electric 2 trains. No. It is to be noted that epithets always precede classifiers. Even the 2 epithets, splendid and old, cannot be reversed, as the English language imposes the order of placing adjectives expressing intensity or emotion. Example: perfect, unique, wonderful, splendid. Before those expressing physical dimensions or states: tall, heavy, young. In the king, noun phrases are most frequently composed 1 or 2 qualifying elements. The following are example of noun phrases with 1 epithet: the dirty clothes, the clean ones, a big bulge, a green tempest, a big backyard, the marriage's palace. Here follow examples of noun phrase with 1 classifier: the velvet breeches, the silk shirt, the gold waistcoat, the front set, Italian cat, a jam sandwich, a tennis ball. A few phrases have both a numerative and an epithet. 2 gold coins, 19 baked beans, or an epithet and classifier: an upturned laundry basket, an old dressing gown. Whatever the composition of a noun phrase is an order which must be respected. Similarly, verb phrases also have a fixed word order to follow. Once again, Halliday gives the following example. Couldn't have been going to be being eaten, which, although perhaps exaggeratedly complex, shows just how each element is allocated to fixed position, word order in a verb phrase. Finite calling auxiliary is using language is mask and acceptable usage. Have, auxiliary to, being, auxiliary 3, going to, auxiliary 4, be, auxiliary 5, being, haven't eaten. Here are some verb phrases from the king which illustrate this fixed order. A. The king had as much as he could, but not as much as he would have liked. Would, finite, have, auxiliary, liked, event. B. He could get all the jelly and all the bun into his mouth at once. Couldn't, finite, get, event. C. On Capri, where the king was snoring. Was, finite, snoring. Event, quiet. Then they were going to share a cup of milk. Were, finite, going to, auxiliary, share, event. Shh. Fixed order is also found within phrases where adverbs qualify adjectives or other adverbs. The adverbs are always placed initially in such phrases as in, very well, much more rapidly, highly intelligent, fairly easy, rather difficult. In prepositional phrases, the preposition always precedes the noun to which it refers, as in, out of the trees, across the bay, on Mrs. Jew's washing line, on a pile of towels. Such are the basic rules underlying the ordering words within phrases of the English language and making a sentence grammatical or ungrammatical. My sister, and very well, are grammatically correct. Sister is stability. Sister, my, and well, very are not. It is this aspect of word order that, through its stability, produces sentences that are acceptable or unacceptable in the language, grammaticality or ungrammaticality. In this regard, two well-known sentences proposed by Chomsky can also illustrate what is meant by grammatically linked to word order. He gives the following sentences, which are, in his opinion, nonsensical. Anyway, the phrase first may be converted in translation, where both mia sorella and sorella are syntactically possible in Italian, not in English. Italian, not in English. An extreme form of word order is to be found in the fixed phrase, where not only is the word order fixed, but also the lexical elements. For example, knife and fork, not fork and knife. From bad to worse. To and fro, not fro and to. A. Colorless green in the ears, sleep furiously. B. Furiously sleep in the air, green colorless. He points out that only the first sentence will be recognized as grammatically by an English speaker who will read it with the normal intonation. The second string of words will not be recognized as a complete grammatical sentence, and an English speaker will pronounce the words in the string separately, giving each one following intonation as one would give 20 seconds of words that are unrelated to one another. But what are the elements that lead to this distinction between a grammatical and an ungrammatical sentence? Firstly, there's the lexical knowledge we bring into the first sentence. Each of the words exists in English the morphological clues, noun plus less equal adjective, the as of a plural noun, the al way of a verb. However, these elements are also to be found in the second sentence. The difference between sentence A and sentence B is the word order. The word order in a sentence A respects the fixed word order of a noun phrase. Example, colorless adjective plus green adjective plus ideas noun, whereas the sentence B disobey this order, placing the adjective to the noun ideas and plus green plus colorless. Thus, it is in no respect to this phrasal word order that leads the non-grammatically to the second sentence. The present study will not consider more extensively the ordering of words within sentences. In fact, linguistics usually refers to a specific aspect when considering word order. It is, as will be seen, the aspect that offers the speaker wider elements of choice, a condition that the word or winning phrase does not offer.